Hey everybody, what's up? Jester here, and welcome to a highly anticipated playthrough of Project Ozone 3. My community was with me from the very beginning when I was given the opportunity to test Project Ozone 3 through normal, Titan, and Kappa modes, excuse me. And there was a big question, am I going to do it again? Am I going to go through and play Project Ozone 3 again? Well, the answer, obviously, as you can see, is yes. This time, there's some differences. You can see I'm switching over to Lost Cities, Wasteland. When all of this kicked off, I went to the Cazador Sniper and said, hey, can I do a Wasteland playthrough? You know, think regrowth. He gave me his blessings. Now, this was, what, 2 years ago now when it first dropped? And what I have done is I've gone through complete Wasteland, removed the cities, removed structures, removed origin. So think of it like the overworld with no ores or a skyblock with just all of the land. So as it gets ready to load in, you will see exactly what the world has in store for us. Now, I do have plans, we will say. Some advantage to this is going to be I am readily access to sand and dirt and all of that. But I'm going to try and avoid that if at all possible, at least to some degree. I do have a build design in my head that I want to use. So hopefully that will also come to pass. But as you can see, are we actually in Kappa mode? 1 oak log, 1 wood plank. Absolutely, this is Kappa mode. This is the crazy of the crazy that only the crazy people do. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to start this playthrough like you would any other version. Fact of the matter is, I need to hurry up and either A, control that day-night cycle, or B, get myself a structure before the night. Now there are some complications, we'll call it. Yeah, I think complications is the right word. Simply due to nuclear craft. The feral ghouls, I think that's what they're called. There are some of those particular creatures that kind of spawn and despawn because they're disabled. It's kind of weird. It's we're just gonna go with it's kind of weird. But we're going to go ahead, get started. This isn't going to be one of those go forth and, all right, do a cut and, hey, look, everything is done. We're going to check off these 500 quests and call it a day. I will be utilizing a macro. It's that one. To get all of the stones, all of the stuff, and all of the things. That is going to be a thing. I am going to abuse the living crap out of Vein Miner. So, I mean, that's kind of what it's there for, right? We got some string. Now we can make a bed. We can make a bed. And we can make sieves. Now, I'm not going to go through and record the sieving process for the most part. If there are questions, if there are things like that that you have for me, and you post them in the various comment sections, and there comes a point where I am going to be doing a whole ton of sieving, sure, I can do time-lapse play where I'm just sitting there sieving, and I can talk over top of it answering your questions. Now, one of the fun fact about this is, yes, I have my own ingot. All of the original testers for the beginning got their own ingot. So if you look at Content Tweaker, you will see certain ingots. Hypno, if you don't know who Hypnotize on YouTube is, you're missing out. That's not an ingot. That's a plate. Annoyed Cherry, Miss Quee, Lady Vertical, Mithy, a number of these folks I know quite well. And then you go into the gears and the plates. Sketch. If you know Minecraft, me, myself, and CJ. Let's see here. Karina. Like I know many of these folks, and they're good people. So, but from the beginning, now how to craft this? Of course, chance cubes, because chance cubes. 13,099 chance cubes. We'll get you one just right metal. We will have to get there. I promise you. At some point, we will make this. Now, this is I don't even remember what number this is that we've started this playthrough, but we will get through this. Now, if you're wondering what I just did, I have a 3x3 open. Now, if I were to hit K over this, it's going to make a whole ton of the mesh. Because what K does is it crafts your 3x3. Now, if you're in a 2x2, like if I hit it right now, it'll make wool. So when you're going through and you're doing the stuff and you've got all of these things, you can either hit K or Shift K, which is one of the things that I did. Let's go ahead and get some more. I can show you real quick. All right. So now down here we got pebbles. We got a few of them, right? If you hold Shift and K, it will go from here all the way back and get all of them, whereas only hitting K does the one. Shift K does everything before it. So, fun little tip. That might help you out. It might not. Who knows? Go ahead and open up the quest book. Yes. The glorious quest book. Starting off with the rewards, this is usually where I make a beeline. I want flight as quickly as I possibly can. However, before even that opens up, you have to go through and check out your rack. Your random acts of kindness gives you a diamond, oak, some dirt, and of course, some rack. Now, if you saw at the beginning, I gave myself 1 sapling and 9 dirt. Because in Skyblock, you start off with your little platform, and you can get your saplings, and you can get your stuff. That is why I went through ahead and did that. I added that to it, so it's my own kind of version. Claim. Here, now we can go back. So I added that. Yeah. Flight. 768 rack. Ooh. Oh, we're going to get used to that. Power stair. That is worthless. That is freaking worthless. Alright, we're going to pick you back up. So, now, first thing is first. Some things that we need to go ahead and take care of. But like I said, this is going to be more tutorial style, not just diving through it. Wood age, we need to get some apples, right? Need to get some apples. We've already got wood taken care of, sapling, and a wooden crook. So we'll go ahead and take care of that. Also, we need to make a furnace. Now, Kappa Mode does things a little bit differently. Instead of it being 8 of your cobble, nope. 8 compressed cobble. This is where you can use this and the handy dandy hit that K button, and there you go. You might as well go ahead and get all of it taken care of, because you're going to be compressing the crap out of it here in the very near future. There's our first cobblestone furnace, and we get some rack out of that. We're going to be getting a whole ton of rack. Alright, we need apples. I'm going to eat a few because we are already dangerously low on foodstuffs. Ooh, almost forgot. Early game, if you need food, like I do all the time, take your apples and cook them. Your apple gives you a half a chicken nugget. You cook it, it gives you, bam, cooked apple. 4. That's not cheaty at all. That's not cheaty at all. But that's beside the point. So we're gonna go ahead Get us a nice line of this. Go, 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 go. Finish it up. Fantastic. See? Food's going to be very, very important because I will abuse the crap out of vein miner. Already warned you. Already told you. I'm going to abuse it like there's no tomorrow. We're also going to have to make tinker tools because that's what my diamond's going to go. So, right here, very, very beginning, before anything happens, if you want, pause this, go down into the comment section and tell me, Jester, this is what I use my very first diamond for. We got a diamond. What are you going to use it for? Everybody has something a little bit different. I know what I'm going to use it for. You tell, and in my community, folks from my stream, they know. There we go. They know what I'm putting mine. I'm asking you, where are you putting yours? What is the first thing you're going to use that diamond for? Our axe broke. So yeah, through this playthrough style, you can see right from the get-go, we've got a fair bit of wood, and it's just now the end of our very first day. We got cobblestone, we got wood. Also running. If you didn't know that with the twerking and stuff like that, running like in something like that also has the exact same effect. There you go. There you go. Wanted to be problematic there for a second. Can't have that. Hey, we got plenty of stuff. So a few of the advantages of doing it in an overworld style is you're not dealing with the void. But if you don't have, you're not paying attention, you don't have control of the day-night cycle, at this point, you can have some friends show up. It's also, because of the nuclear craft, it's going to cause a few problems with mob spawning. So that's something that we either A, we will have to manage and control, or B, what's a little bit more difficult is the huntington, or the hunting. I don't know why I said huntington. The hunting dimension. We'll have to manage the hunting dimension. Or we could just do a flushing drop spawner. That's also another option, but I don't know. All right, quest book. I have to remember, pay a little bit more attention to the quest book, because I know some of this stuff and I just kind of blitz through it. All right, completing this quest gives you a glass bottle, 2 of them, which we're going to need, a juicer, and 5 rack. And we also managed to complete this because we need the string to make the bed. Infect leaves with the silkworm, simple right quick, and they'll take care of that. All right, water to clay. Wooden crucible doesn't need a heat source to convert leaves, saplings into water. Right-click dust into water-filled barrel to obtain clay. So, crucible, barrel, clay. This is your standard tinker's table, so we're going to go ahead and we're actually going to start with that because we need a couple of tools. 1, 2, 3, get us a few of those. All right, table, we're going to need a chest. So, first thing is first, tool station. Take a crafting table with a blank pattern. We're going to need the part builder, which is your log. You take your plank, put it together, it's your stencil table, and then your oak chest. And that gives you a parts, or a pattern chest, excuse me. Do they have the part chest? Yeah. It does have the parts chest. Parts chest is not something I use all that often, but it could come in handy. So, here's how, for whatever reason, I've always done this in a single line. Just like that. Always put the stencil table, pattern chest, and the part builder in a row. Always do it. Always, always. Because when you go in through here and you're getting your patterns, right? Hold shift, click it in, goes right into the spot. Now I get all the basic tool stuff that we're going to need. Pickaxe head, axe, shovel, the tool rod, and the binding, as well as down here at the bottom, sledgehammer head pattern. That is what we need right now. Sledgehammer, boom. And then we're going to go ahead and get, what's here? Yep. You need the tool rod, the sledgehammer head, and the binding. So let's go ahead and get the rest of the stuff that we need. Tool rod, binding, and that makes us, oh, you gotta come out. 1, 2, 3. This is where my diamond is going. That is where I am putting my diamond. Because this now has durability of 604. You're going to need to be making hammers, right? Abuse compressed gravel. Just like that. And this will actually go down the line. Compressed sand. And then finally, compressed dust. And of course, you can just uncompress it. And we're going to need that to make clay. Now, eventually here in the next couple episodes, because I'm not exactly sure how long it'll take for us to get there, we will have clay set up in abundance. All right. Anyhow, the wood crucible, some logs, some slabs, and some sticks. Now, I know for a fact we don't have slabs. Haven't made any yet. We just got started. Alright, that should give us our crucible. Fantastic. Go ahead and place that down. You got a couple of spare saplings. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And it'll go ahead and turn that. Now with this setup, as you can see, actually let's go ahead and make a pickaxe real quick. Gonna need a pick. And we're gonna need cobblestone to make it, because we're not making it out of anything else. Cobblestone. Let's go ahead and get tool rod as well as a binding. We'll probably end up making, you know what? Let's make our axe as well. Don't know if we're going to need a shovel just yet. But Jester, what about a mattock? Yes, I'm well aware. Maybe in a moment. Just not right now. 2. Nope, that's stick. Tool rod, 2. There's that. And then the axe. Fantastic. So, I'm going to go ahead, dig us a hole. Because we're going to need a water source, right? How much is there? Perfect. First and foremost, use that floor. There's your first water source. Whereas in the Skyblock version, you have it in the ground. Take you. And you can get your water bottles, right? And I am doing this a little out of order. Don't mind. So there's that. 1, 2. You can also do the same with your water source. It's replenishable. But it wants you to make the crucible, show you how it works. That's how it works. Take one piece of dust, you put it in there, you make the clay. Actually, while we're waiting, put 2 more in there. Go ahead and make ourselves a clay bucket. Buckets are needed. Cook that up real quick. I know I could have turned that into sticks. Everything is fine. Don't sweat it. And then there you go. Just like that, you've already got your water source. Now, another thing you can do that some people talk about doing is using a bowl. We'll go ahead and make a wood bowl. and that will do the exact same thing. That'll fill it up. So a bowl will work. I'm going to say that again. A bowl will work just fine. I like to go this route. That's the way I go that route. All right, we're going to go ahead, craft us a chest. Here, put you in there for now. Because we got some random crap for the moment. Also, if you're new to my playstyle, you will find that my chests are usually atrocious. Let's just call it what it is. They're usually absolutely atrocious. All right, put you in there. We've already got some grown. Fantastic. All right, head back in here. That's complete. This is going to be fun. All we are missing now is another clay block. Go grab us our dust. Come forth and be clay. That should complete that. Right-clicked dust into water-filled barrel to obtain clay. If you don't have a bucket, you can use the bottles to move the water, as we showed. You can also use the wooden bowls. Go ahead and claim that. Fantastic. Now, to make this, it's going to require clay and bone meal, because you got to go through and you have to make the unfired crucible, which is made out of 7 pieces of porcelain clay, which is 2 clay and 1 nether quartz, or bone meal and clay. And that's the route we're going to be going. Yay, that noise is going to drive me insane yet again. Hunting dimension. This is made in an arrow once you kill your first mob, or you can make them. Simplest way to make them early going is going to be right here. So you make yourself some shears and you get yourself your fletching, your stick, and some flint that makes you an arrow. You're going to need a few of them. Yeah. And then you go through, surround that with wood, and it gives you 4. And you take that and you craft it the same manner you would a nether portal. Up, and the sun's going down. The sun is going down. Let me sleep. Alrighty. So as we continue to play through this series, you're going to see some of the things that I do. There are items that I use in a cheaty manner that have been changed because I was caught using them in a cheaty manner. This fluid tank from Ender.io is a key culprit. So now to make it, it's tungsten and it's steel wire. So if you've used that in the past and then you saw that, hey, why is this so hard now? It flew under the... Yeah, it's my fault. It's my fault. Back to the quest book. This is going to be our next step. We are going to need all of the sieves. And so, as I said, you hit K, there's 7 of them. You do it again, now we're up to 8. But before we can continue on, we're going to need a bit more string, we're going to need a bit more stone, and we're going to need some gravel. So give me a few moments. I'm going to gather some of these resources, and then we will press on. Now we have some of these materials. First thing is first, we're going to go with 9. Because here we are. We need the sieves. We're going to go with 9 of them. Which requires planks, 1 slab, and then, of course, some sticks. We are missing slabs. So since we're going with 9, make sure we have at least 9. There we go. 10. There we go. 9 of them. I need... I think it's going to drive us nuts. Got a fair bit of gravel, as you can see. I hear Spoder. Looks like they're all underground. That's not terrifying at all. Actually, 1 stack should be fine. Also, another fancy thing. I love this crafting station. Balanced grid. It spreads them out evenly. Clear it. You can rotate it. Whole bunch of different available options. All right. And this is where the everlasting, time-consuming, fun part of this, of the beginning of this pack, starts. Oh, also, little trick. How to stave on some wood. Because you would need 8, turn them into planks, that makes 1 chest, right? Go ahead and use that crafting recipe. And you're golden. And trust me, you're going to be using the crap out of them anyway. 1, 2. Nope, you don't go there. Put you there. Like I said, I just throw everything in there. It's going to be an absolute mess. Don't worry, we'll get it sorted. Head down over here, and once you begin your sieving, our first 9, you will notice you get 9 iron ore. You are going to get more iron in the beginning than you know what to do with. Because every sieve opportunity has a 100% chance of giving you iron. You're going to need it. You're going to need a lot of it. Now, I really shouldn't be sieving gravel. I'm doing it so we can get a little bit of iron to get started. This is one of the first things you want because you need that. And you need 7 of them. I'm going to see if we can get 14 to cut the process in half by doubling it. Yes, that's legit math. If we can get 2 crucibles going at once, that means we will get more. And I like more. Come on, just give me 1 more. 15. I'll take it. Did you notice we got 2 stacks and change? And the K trick works here as well to get all this nonsense cleaned up. It works there too. So now we've got iron ore that we can make some of the early iron stuff that we're going to need. Actually, we've got this chest over here for a reason. Dump all of you in there because we don't need you right now. We need that. We need that guy. Actually, we need you. We're going to need 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 16. Fantastic. So that gives us 14 unfired porcelain or porcelain clay. And we're going to go double that up for 2 unfired crucibles. Right? We are going to need some torches. Fantastic. Put you guys in the ground. 1, 2. And we're going to go ahead and cook you up. Now, what I like to do is tiny coal is an amazing, amazing option. Yeah, we got plenty of wood. We can use sticks. But that also works as well. We're going to need some more cobble real quick. It'll be nice once we have a, what's it called? Cobble gen. It'll be real nice once we get a cobble gen. Also, I don't know what causes the difference between the two. Oh, we completed the quest. Lava gen. Go ahead and sleep the night away real quick. Torch underneath provides it, as you can see, it might be a little hard to see, the top of the screen, rate 1x. It's pretty slow, not gonna lie. So if we set 2 of them up, the time it takes to get one, we will get a second. One of which we can use for increasing the rate, the other one for a cobble gen. All right, go ahead and claim that. Gives us a little bit more mesh. We're going to need a ton of it. Don't worry. We made the flint stiffened mesh. Process right down the line. And then melt cobblestone into lava. You can check heat sources by searching the usage of crucibles in JEI. Claim. Basically, when we go in crucible and you right click it, early stages, lava. You put cobble in, turns into lava. And then here it talks about the various different temperatures. Torch being 1x. The ludicrite being 60. This, as soon as you can get to the nether, this is the game changer. Heat sand. Heat sand is the game changer. I promise you. Because late game, you might not need all that lava. And you're not going to get the awakened draconian block until late game. When it's 120x and you got stuff like ludicrite and plutonium that are all far, far less. Blaze quartz is only 10. Block of infinity, that's a different story. That, you can't even keep it in there fast enough. But here, ludicrite, block of enderium, 2 of them, 2 void ingots, hop graphite, and plutonium, which is formic acid into cyanide. If you don't know what formic acid is, formic acid, that is only found in the Erebus in particular pools. It's the only place you can get that. So if at any point you need large quantities, be prepared. Just be prepared. So, that being said, I think we've made some good progress for the very, very first dive into Project Ozone 3. Project Ozone 3, Wasteland, Kappa Mode. That's a whole lot to say. I do have a build idea planned. There's a few members of my community, a few patrons, that know what it is. And we'll slowly dive into the concept. But not just yet. Not just yet. I'll give hints, and my patrons, you can't tell them. I'll let you guess. I'm going to start with one hint. The first hint is it's from a movie. It is a concept from a movie. And that's all I'm going to say. You're welcome to guess the build idea. You're not going to get it. 2, Project Ozone 2 Kappa Mode was a big thing in my community. I was challenged and became the first person on Twitch to document and create the infinity ingot with no EMC. So since then, I've been asked, Jester, are you going to do no EMC for Ozone 3 Kappa Mode? I'm going to leave that up to YouTube. Right now, I'm sitting at less than 600 subscribers. I'm new here. I mean, not new. I've been making videos for a while, but I don't push them. I don't dedicate time to them like I am now. So we'll see what happens as we get further on into the series. We'll start making some goals. If we hit a certain, maybe if we hit certain number of subscribers, like it's gonna have to be a fair bit. It's not like 1,000. I'm confident we can get to 1,000. I want something more, because if you think about what it would take, the infinity, right? The infinity ingot. This is what it looks like. White matter. This, not worried about. The ultimate ingot is kind of crazy pants. It's got the lime matter. Now, and if you're wondering where this stuff comes from, Eternalist fuel, green matter, cyan, blue, violet, purple, pink, magenta. Eternalist fuel with red matter and dark matter, which is one dark matter is a diamond wafer, right? It's a single diamond wafer, supremium coal, and Eternalist fuel. Usually how you would do this is you would get your first dark matter, and once you can use your transmutation table, which is not easy to get. Oh my God, look at this. It is not easy to get, because you don't even want to see the tablet. The table already requires pink and magenta matter, along with supremium, insanium, and all that. We're not even going to bother with the Philosopher's Stone. That's a little bit much. But just to get there, that is an insane quantity of coal. Just coal. Because just to make this stuff, it's coal with the Philosopher's Stone, right? But on top of that, what makes it more interesting, and I use that term loosely, is this. The diamond wafer. We would have to automate massive quantities of the diamond wafers, which is a circuit fabricator from Galacticraft Core. If you've ever tried to automate Galacticraft, it's doable. Absolutely. It's just not the easiest. Diamonds, silicon, redstone, and then auto crafting of lamps. By the thousands. By the thousands. I am not going to run the numbers on what it's going to take. But if we're going to do no EMC, if we're going to do it, it falls onto YouTube. And it falls onto some of these goals. This is the new stuff. I played through the first version. This is the second version. We'll look at this later. Anyhow, I hope you're excited for this, because I'm real excited for this. I'm going to try and get a couple episodes out a week. I've got my other stuff that's going on, my regular streams. I've got Dyson Sphere, and I've got a few other things planned. So we'll see what happens. Anyhow, sit back. It's going to be a ride. Take it easy, and I'll see you next time.